If you're having more than 2 kids, you're contributing to overpopulation. So irresponsible. I guarantee the weight of this falls on other family members. That is way too many kids to be having in today's world and economy. Every single human problem would be gone if people had less children, less food shortages, less greenhouse gas, and less pollution. Honestly, it's selfish. This is a problem. This kind of rhetoric is driving our nation into crisis. Here's the thing, according to the US Census data, women need to be having 2.1 children each on average in order to just replace our population. The fertility rates are actually 1.7. That means that women today are not having enough children. That doesn't even take into account the fact that the United States has the highest infant mortality rate for children under 1. By 2060, the percentage of people between ages 18 and 64 who are able to work is going to drop by 10%. That means that there won't be enough people contributing to our economy and society. The entire generation that is spewing overpopulation is not going to have Social Security. We're not gonna have enough doctors or nurses or scientists or teachers, you name it, okay? We're not gonna have enough people to be doing the jobs to take care of our society. But yet these comments are things that we get on our videos all the time. These are things that are said to and behind the backs of everybody out there who has more than 1 or 2 children. You guys, I have a huge problem with this, and here's what I wanna say. People like to assume that just because we have a lot of kids that we're making a negative impact in the world. And I know that we're not alone in this, but I'd like to share a few things you may not realize if you're jumping to conclusions. We feed our kids an organic vegetarian diet. We use 1 car. We don't use plastic. The kids have stainless steel cups, stainless steel straws, stainless steel lunch boxes. We use silicone Ziploc bags. We don't use plastic wrap or aluminum foil. We try to use reusable, renewable resources. We also recycle and teach our kids about the importance of recycling. We've also taught them to pick up litter. Anytime we're out and about and see something littered on the street, let's pick it up and put it in a trash can. We donate items regularly. We donate to charities and organizations in need. It's so easy from the outside looking in to assume that we're doing it wrong, that we're harming the world, but it's a completely unfair judgment to make, not just on us, but on any family. Because honestly, I can tell you that half of those conscious choices we make to improve the world and teach our kids how to be good stewards of the earth, how to make a change, how to be good people, those things are not things that some of these people leaving comments are even doing. So many times we get harsh judgments from people who don't have kids yet, they're in high school or just out of high school, don't really understand how the world works, and people who aren't even making some of the same choices to improve the world. You guys can talk about pollution, you can talk about greenhouse gases, but are you actually doing anything to make it better? You guys, there are so many social and environmental factors that are contributing to women not having any children. It's easy to look at a family with a lot of kids and throw judgments at them and to assume things about the population and to assume all kinds of statistics and numbers, but the facts are not there to back it up. We don't need less people. What we actually need is more people who are willing to act on change. People who are willing to be uncomfortable and invest in making little decisions that impact the world in a great way. We get the comment all the time about how we're selfish for having so many kids because we can't possibly care for all of them or spend time with them. It's absurd. You don't know us. You don't know our family. There are plenty of people out there who will have 0 children because they don't want to give up their freedom and their lifestyle and their ability to be themselves. That's cool. Because having children does require dying to yourself. So if you're not willing to do that to have kids, it's probably a good thing not to have them. We have 6 children. My husband and I both work at home. We totally provide for our kids. We're both here hands-on morning, afternoon, and night. We're both able to be involved in our lives. You wouldn't know that from the outside, but that's my point. So many people want to assume that we don't spend any time with our family and that our kids are somehow neglected and not taken care of, or somehow that we must be working crazy, nonstop all the time, never seeing our kids just to afford them. Not the case. All of this is to say, stop family shaming. Stop. It's unwarranted. It's not fair to make a judgment against a family where you have no idea their circumstance or their situation. And honestly, you could see a big family out in public and make all these nasty assumptions, but some of those kids may be adopted. Some of those kids may not even be theirs. Even if they are all biologically theirs, what you should be doing is walking up to them and saying thank you. Those kids are the ones growing up and going to be working and paying into your Social Security and making sure that you are taken care of when you are at the end of your life and unable to care for yourself. Say thank you, because those are the children who are going to be doctors or nurses or scientists. Those are the kids who are going to be future politicians and leaders of our nation and in the world. Say thank you, because they're the ones who are going to keep our economy going and thriving. And on behalf of our family and all the other families with a lot of kids, I'm just going to go ahead and say you're welcome. We love you. We're praying for you. We hope that you can use a little bit more kindness and discretion when throwing judgments around on the internet. For what it's worth, our kids are happy and healthy and taken care of. We love you guys. Now go do something good today. Be nice to someone. Pick up some litter off the ground. Recycle something. Choose a vegetarian meal. Whatever it is, be better to the world than it's been to you. Little choices change the world. Each one of us can make a difference. We believe in you.